Sorry. Good evening. Thank you for being here to celebrate the graduating class of 2022. We are so glad that all of you, family and friends, could be here tonight to share this big moment in our lives. You are the ones who have encouraged us when things have been very difficult. These last 4 years have been very different and strange, but we all still shared amazing memories that will last forever. Now, today, May 25th, our last time together as a class, let's celebrate what is yet to come. Before we begin our invocation, please join us in a moment of silence as we remember and honor those who lost their lives yesterday in Uvalde. Please bow your heads and join me in prayer as we commemorate our past and embrace our futures. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for letting us all be here tonight to celebrate such a special milestone in our lives with the people that we love and cherish. Thank you to all the families, teachers, and administrators on our journey that have supported us, cheered us on, and will continue to be there for us every step of the way. Thank you for our friends that have brought us laughter and jokes, which we continue to laugh at till this day, giving us a shoulder to cry on through those dark days, and an encouraging relationship that will be carried with us beyond these walls. Thank you for this school, which has given us a safe place to learn and has given us a strong foundation to build upon as we all prepare for the next chapter of our lives. As we are gathered here together, we want to celebrate the new places, new people, and new experiences that are ahead of us. We ask that you continue to protect us and bless us as we walk across the stage and start a new chapter. We pray that you guide us in the right direction with faith, wisdom, love, and hope to reach our dreams as we all part ways. We are thankful for this day and cannot wait to see what you have in store for us. In your name we pray, amen.
Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the commencement exercises of the Lake Dallas High School class of 2022. I'm Molly Avellino and I've had the privilege of serving these incredible seniors as campus principal this year. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to the participants who are joining me on the stage. Participants, as you are introduced, please remain standing until all parties are named. Audience, please hold your applause until all the individuals have been named. Dr. Mike Rockwood, Superintendent of Schools. From the Lake Dallas ISD Board of Trustees, Alicia McKinley, Vice President. Scott Baird. Chad Thiessen. And newly elected board members, Ginger Collier and Bruce Smith. From our central administration, Deputy Superintendent and CFO, Wes Eversole. Christy Cottengame, Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Shore Heathcote, Chief Administrative Officer. Carla Landrum, Executive Director of Human Resources. And from campus administration, Principal of Corinth Elementary, Vanjie Durson. Principal of Lake Dallas Elementary, Carrie Blevins. Principal of Shady Shores Elementary, Jennifer Bryant. Principal of Lake Dallas Middle School, Randall Caldwell. And from Lake Dallas High School, Associate Principal Randy Garrison, Assistant Principals Mike King, Russell Lopez, Arlie Potts, and Clint Rushing. The man behind the microphone today, Mr. Matt Clark, Senior Class Sponsor at the back, Ms. Stephanie Canales, and last but not least, up in that audio booth somewhere, our Senior IT Support Analyst running our live streaming today with our folks from UNT, Jimmy Schaefer. Thank you. Please be seated. Seniors, it's true what they've been telling you. It's our very last night all together. But before we send you out that tunnel, I wanted to acknowledge some of our shared experience, maybe some things only your admin team and your teachers might know. Like principals at graduation across the state right now, I too remember how we sent you home in March of 2020, and the hallways of our campus became so eerily quiet. During the following school year, your junior year, so few of you were ever even on campus for more than a class period or two. As we lived the virtual and face-to-face environment, many of you struggled with how to maintain friendships and contact by more than just a social media platform. Our struggles became our forefront, and school seemed to take a back seat. We were all questioning our next steps. But you guys were in for a big surprise when you came back in August, right? The building you left behind had undergone dramatic construction changes, and suddenly the senior class, who were traditionally the experts in actually everything, couldn't even find the foyer bathrooms anymore. The patience you guys demonstrated as we slowly began to lay tile on all that bare concrete, replaced temporary plywood countertops with real countertops, and finally hung mirrors in the student bathrooms. We opened our new indoor practice facility, turned on all the wall clocks, and put down fresh carpet in the lecture hall. And we quit moving the front door to various sides of the building. Yes, several generations of LD students have certainly experienced construction adventures, but I dare say yours will be our hallmark. After all, I'm pretty sure no other class will complete their time in our hallways as seniors without ever walking to the library their last year. I say all that to recognize what the challenges were in comparison to how you responded. See, I remember meeting at the beginning of the year with our large student organizations, NHS, PALS, STUCO, FCA, and asking that your focus be on giving back to our campus this year. You had all come back a little unsteady, and our teachers were feeling exactly the same way. Our parents and campus community was still uncertain about even returning to school. But you guys, you turned it around fast. You had other plans. As a class, you threw yourselves into attending every possible student event. Student sections grew monumentally at every kind of game, fine arts performance, competition, group meeting. Our students who had returned so silent because of all that time in isolation, you came through full force, ready to embrace the changes and recreate normalcy on your terms, and record-breaking success. And as our community and our campus began to see your involvement, your excitement, your dedication, your servant leadership, they came alive too. Remember that homecoming dance in the cafeteria? I've never seen anything quite like that in all my career. I might not want to ever again. But some of you guys had an amazing time, right? You may have gone home in 2020 as children, but you returned to our campus in August 2021 as young adults, and it has truly been remarkable for us to watch. Faster than we even thought possible, we have arrived at your graduation day. But you didn't get here alone, so thank you to the family members, friends, and neighbors in our audience and our lives tonight that have guided and inspired our graduates. We appreciate the sacrifices you have made to get to this day. Without a strong family foundation, our students wouldn't feel the confidence on our campus that they do. Educators in our seating and in our audience, I cannot thank you enough for your daily efforts, your strong guidance, and your tireless care of our students. Your dedication and passion are noticed and valued. I'm humbled to call you my peers. Seniors, I wouldn't be the principal you know if I didn't give you a couple last thoughts, because you know I have thoughts about things. Although we might not have enjoyed every moment of the 2021 school year, please know that your LDHS admin team have enjoyed spending every moment of that time with you. Seeing your laughter, your smiles, your passion for the right things, and your unwavering school spirit has been the lift beneath our falcon wings on so many days. But time marches on, and that's one thing you'll never have enough of, no matter how prosperous you all become. So my advice to you tonight is to look up. Look up to your role models. They will guide you when you lack direction. They are your link to who you were and who you are stretching to become. Look up to your faith. Your spiritual and moral compass will compel you to make the right choices when everything around you gets cloudy, and it will sometimes. And mostly, look up from your phone. Out of all your connections, this is the one that matters the least. Because if the last couple years have taught us anything at all, it's that the face-to-face minutes with our loved ones count. Last night at rose cutting, your admin team placed a small gift for each graduate in your chair. It was in addition to your keychain with the coordinates of Lake Dallas High School engraved on it. Because seniors, you may be going far, or you may be staying close to LD. But the most important thing I want you to know is that while your hometown school has prepared you for whatever the world can throw at you, a life as big as you can imagine, you can always, always come home, back here to where it all started. So continue the traditions we have focused on this year. In a world of talkers, be a doer and serve others first. And lastly, in the words of Mother Teresa, yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today, so let us begin. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.
Good evening. It is my belief that we are the result of every person we've met, a mosaic of every lesson and story we've encountered. I stand before you all today, not only as a representative of the senior class of 2022, but as the product of countless teachers, mentors, administrators, and community members. From book reports to science experiments, ABCs, and 1, 2, 3s, every lesson taught has equipped us with a new tool, tools which I'm using at this very moment. For I would not be able to deliver this speech without the reading lessons I received in Miss Ritchie's 4th grade class, or the problem-solving skills I acquired from the years of solving for X, without the confidence I gained while performing every Friday night at halftime, or the time management skills I practiced every day junior year in Mr. Kashek's AP US history class. The success of all the graduates here today has been made possible thanks to our teachers' investment in our generation. Their influence and guidance has led us to find our passions and given us the courage to pursue them. Their impact on our lives has shaped us into the young adults we are today. At this time, I ask that every mentor from the elementary campus please stand. Would the mentors from the middle school please stand? And last but not least, the mentors from the high school, please stand. The class of 2022 would like to formally recognize you for your service and dedication. Thank you to all of our mentors.
Class of 2022. We've made it out of high school. As I stand before you today as salutatorian and as a middle child, I'm consoled by a quote I grew up with. First is the worst, second is the best. All that to say, there is no one I'd rather come second to than Lily Dow. I'd like to take a minute to acknowledge the people who have helped us arrive here today. Parents, teachers, siblings, friends, thank you for your support and your confidence in this class and our aspirations. I mean this in the highest regard when I say, as I look out on this class, I see a forest, an arena full of fully grown trees. Bear with me. We were planted 13 years ago in 2009, scared seeds with no roots, no ideas what our future would look like. But over time, we grew. We found which environments suited us, which subjects fascinated us. We put down roots in extracurriculars and in relationships. We learned to lean with the wind and weather the storms that life threw at us. Our environment was ever-changing as we grew up in the age of technology. We quickly learned our way around social media, online assignments, and most importantly, Quizlet. In the last 2 years, our major storms quickly turned from standardized testing into navigating a global pandemic. We've weathered the challenges that accompany the high school experience by digging our roots deeper into the things that ground us. Luckily, our minor storms this year have been reduced to the fear of being featured on LDHS Eats, Sleeps, or Bad Parking. We found solace in our friendships, hobbies, families, and mentors. Like a tree whose rings reflect its time on Earth and its history, we as a class have left a permanent mark on Lake Dallas High School. Although our roots run deep in this district, there is no more opportunity for growth here. We must begin this new chapter in life as freshly planted seeds. Again, we will dig new roots. Again, we will find relationships that nourish us. And again, we will strive to bear fruit in a new environment. We will weather new storms with stronger winds, ones that require us to stretch out once more, dig deeper as we explore our first taste of adulthood and self-autonomy. As the English poet William Wordsworth once stated, life is divided into 3 terms, that which was, which is, and which will be. Let us learn from the past to profit by the present, and from the present to live better in the future. For most of us, these first 2 terms have been largely occupied by Lake Dallas. We've experienced the excitement of Friday night games, the glamour of prom, the thrill of playoff season, and the challenges that coincide with balancing a part-time job, extracurriculars, and academics. Regardless of whether or not we did it well, we did it all. We will never catch up to the 3rd term, the future. However, it is the way we pursue our future, how we live in the present, that matters the most. A verse I often reflect on is Psalm 1:1-3. Blessed is the one whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. There is no action we can take to change our past, and little we can do to predict our future. However, if we're planted by a stream of wisdom, delighting in the simplicity of each day, and earnestly seeking to do what is right, we will prosper in our present. Learning from our triumphs and our mistakes, and doing our best to stay grounded in who we are, ensures that we continue building on the legacy we wish to be remembered by. Class of 2022, I leave you with a question today to consider as we enter this next chapter in our lives. What legacy do you wish to leave behind? Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Lily Dow, class of 2022 valedictorian, and it is an honor to be speaking with you all tonight. I would like to begin by thanking everyone who made it here tonight and everyone who made it possible for us seniors to be sitting here tonight. Teachers, staff, and administration, thank you for the countless hours you have put in to help us achieve our goals. Families and friends, thank you for your support through this 13-year journey filled with highs and lows. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate this momentous day in our lives. Let me set the scene. You're standing in a room looking at several giant geese producing massive golden eggs. A man in a brown top hat has guided you around, and you're positive he has lost his marbles. He threw a shoe into a mystery concoction to give it a kick and used words like wang doodles and hornswogglers. You make a comment on his shenanigans before he leans over and sings in your ear. A little nonsense now and then is relished by the wisest men. Now you have every reason to not listen to a word this man has to say. But this man, Willy Wonka, has an interesting take on life that we all can learn from. The Gene Wilder Willy Wonka, that is, not the Johnny Depp one, and I better not hear any objections. Perhaps we have taken life too seriously. We've abandoned childhood dreams for practical plans. Our minds have been placed in a box, limiting what is seen as possible. Wonka never took the conventional route. After all, his factory is supposed to be a glimpse into one's imagination. He tried silly things, invented wildly innovative candy, not for anyone else, but to satisfy his imagination and childlike dreams. Class of 2022, life isn't just climbing a ladder. It's not a series of steps. Laugh a little. I mean, look at us. We're all wearing these green tablecloths and trying to act serious. The pursuit of satisfaction through a job, grades, or popularity will be futile. You might as well let some nonsense into your life. Think like you did when you believed there were no limits, when there was nobody to impress, when nothing was embarrassing, when nothing needed to be perfect, when nothing was impossible. Some of the greatest inventions today were considered nonsensical, silly, and useless. It is our imagination, our nonsense, that will shape the world in the future. So peers, what is your dream? What is the change you want to create? What piece of your imagination do you want to make a reality? We are not getting any younger. We don't have much longer until we're old and jaded, our only dream being retirement and someone not changing the channel when we fall asleep. The time is now. Perhaps Willy Wonka said it best. We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams. Class of 2022, years from now, the world should not be silent. We should hear a symphony composed of the dreams we chose to chase. Thank you.
Dr. Rockwood, Board of Trustees, on behalf of Lake Dallas High School, it is my honor to present to you the graduating class of 2022. These seniors have met all the required qualifications to participate in our graduation ceremony tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Avellino, and congratulations, class of 2022. You know, it has been such a privilege to serve as your superintendent this school year. I've certainly enjoyed getting to know many of you at the academic events, extracurricular activities, and the community service. You have all made us Falcon proud. I also want to echo the comments about our faculty and our staff of Lake Dallas ISD, and especially the faculty and staff of Lake Dallas High School. If anything, this has been a year of change, but our educators have risen to every challenge, every issue, every constraint, all in support of you, our students. Please help me recognize our amazing staff one more time with another round of applause. These educators have always put our Falcons first, and I know they have done a fantastic job preparing you all for this moment. Through their efforts and the efforts of your family and your friends, you've received a strong academic foundation, and I know that you are all ready for whatever may come your way. Therefore, on behalf of the Lake Dallas ISD Board of Trustees and as the Superintendent of Schools, I hereby certify that these students have met all the state and local requirements for graduation. I accept these graduates for the presentation of their diplomas, and I invite each graduate to come forward to receive your diploma at this time. Falcons, congratulations.
Now presenting Lake Dallas High School graduating class of 2022, beginning with valedictorian, salutatorian, and top 10 graduates. Lily An Dow. Landry Nicole Billingsley. Emily Page Anthony. Jeremy Ryan Carson. Olivia Grace Cromus. Madison Louise Despain. Riley Faith Dozalik. Grace Elizabeth Murray. Jessica Elizabeth Sanchez. Jasmine Vega. Marisol Aguilar. Elena Carolina Alvarez. Lindsay Kai Alizna. Abdullah Caraldine Aljazer. Tyler James Allen. Ethaniel Gustavo Arias. Ethan Devon Hassani Augustin. Brooke Harley Austin. Michael Barra V. Jacob Allen Barnes. Radeline Nicole Barnes. Taryn Kennedy Baum. Victoria Isabella Renee Bauer. Dawson Reed Beard. Aritzi Dais Becerra Ritana. Kimberly Beltran Candelas. Wyatt Jerome Benet. Ricardo Allen Bishop. Landon Charles Blevins. Jaden Matthew Blue. Alexis Marie Board. Briley Hope Bowles. Sarah Nicole Bowling. Yasmati Berenice Bonilla Amaya. Rebecca Lee Bowen. Breck Dylan Bradshaw. Alondra Vanessa Bravo. Braden Robert Bressler. Zachary Anthony Brewer. Kane Ashton Brigando. Brooklyn Page Broadway. Kaylin Noel Brooks. Bailey Elizabeth Broughton. Madison Marie Brown. Allie Page Buchanan. Bailey Lynn Buckner. Kayla Grace Burgess. Ashton Rael Burley. Mackenzie Janae Buss. Kelsey Ann Cameron. Sergiana Rochelle Carey. Tatum Landry Carpenter. Andrea Nicole Carrasco. Megan Ashley Chandler. Panache Malika Shapuma. Bailey Lynn Clark. Cameron Michael Colburn. Rachel Marie Cole. Tyson Jacob Collier. Michael Anthony Contreras. Mackenzie Alyssa Cooper. Brittany Lizette Correa. Trevor Ryan Curon. Addie Noel Coturio. Kalia Zaviana Crocker. Taylor Elise Cross. Joel Noah Cuesta. Sean Vin Dow. Zachary James Darden. Jalen Ruth Davis. David Ricardo Delgado. Griffin James Dennehy. Isabella Nicole DiDonato. Melina Angelica Dominguez. Dominic Joseph Drews. Dylan Lauren Drozd. Carly Marin Duncan. Michael Allen Duran. Jeremy Earl Durbin. True Navi Dewey. Emma Con Eddy. Georgia Elise Elliott. Chelsea Nicole Ellis. Alexis Rose English. Riley Nicole English. Olivia Damarelle Insline. Jordan Grace Epperjesse. Ashton Sean Irvin. Blakeland Cassidy Irwin. Peyton Elizabeth Espy. Mariana Espinosa. Dominic Esquivel. Javon Earl Evans. James Michael Fenton III. Madison Grace Fields. Ethan Douglas Fink. DeMarco Fisher. Zane Sloan Fisher. Crystal Flores Monroy. Pilar Isabel Flores. Vivian Roselle Flores. Amanda Catherine Foltz. Aiden Jack Ford. Harley McAllister Fuller. Maria Guadalupe Gallardo. Naomi Marie Gallant. Sebastian Lee Galvan. Johnny Aaron Gomez. Adam James Gant. Omaya Ophel Garcia. Caesar Yvonne Garcia Luna. Janeth Guadalupe Garcia Soto. Sasha Catherine Garcia. Harrison Cade Gates. Jaron Austin Gaimo. Michaela Rose Pan Gilbert. Alejandra Gomez. Alondra Gonzalez. Leslie Hatsibi Gonzalez Mukaba. Hannah Grace Graham. Terry Jet Graham Jr. Preston Carlisle Gregg. Ella Lee Grohl. Khalil Malik Guess. Kaylin Sunset Gunn. Christian Denise Hallman. Carter Ryan Hammermeister. Avery Elise Hanska. Shantez Lamar Hardiman Jr. Brianna Lynn Hedrick. Gerardo Hernandez Jr. Robert Wayne Hilliard. Preston Denise Hinckley. Alec Preston Hernice. Hayden Thomas Hoover. Calandra Lamar Howard II. Cole Brian Howell. Aaron Jonathan Hudson. Cale Blake Humphreys. Maya Bernice Danier Hurd. Macy Brianne Hurley. Yolandra Alejandra Ibarra Ponce. Yanette Jimenez Aguilar. Sage Avery Johnson. Christopher Del Rey Jones. Colby Ryan Taylor Jones. Nathaniel Ray Jones. Genesis Daniela Hoya. Alexis Taylor Jr. Connor Kim. Devoy Aiden Kinchin. Colby Michael Klein. Josie Joe Koch. Micah Zachary Kuntz. Micah John Kersnick. Karma Ashley Lamore. Maria Brooke Ledesma. Grace Elizabeth Lee. Clayton Andrew Linneman. Samantha Michelle Lockerbay. Anthony Michael Luna. Riley Joe Lusk. Michael Malinong Maben. Britton Jack McDougall. Ashley Nicole Machuca. Layla Monique Malone. Crystal Marcos Martinez. Andrew Charlie Martin. Christian Alexander Martinez. Iris Martinez Guevara. Alyssa Deanne Mashburn. Carissa Paulette Mashburn. Kaya Elise Veronica Mason. Colin Wade May. Emma Grace McCullum. Najaya Amoja Diane Sinye McCoy. Drew Clinton McKinney. Emma Ann McKinley. Jesse Ryan McLaughlin. Michael Gabriel McLemore Jr. Teresa Helena Mejia. Carla Daniela Melgar Galindo. Dylan Scott Merriman. Nicholas Sarkis Manassian. Sky Hunter Miranda. Matthew Craig Mitchell. Kiara Montanez. Gabriel Montez. Christian Morales. Lexi Jewel Morris. Gavin Shane Mosty. Dustin Zane Maverick Mullen. Isaac Nava Falan. Nathabisang Linda Newby. Shelby Brooke Nelson. Ashley Lauren Newman. Con Wynn. Ashlyn Claire O'Connell. Andre Marshall O'Daniel. Liliana Ochoa. Rory Elizabeth Odell. Indubisi Chubeza O'Harry. Gazam Tobechi Onyekwere. Johannes Ordonis Caballero. Salma Pacheco. Elijah Ikiwa Paredes. James Caden Parma. Gracie Elaine Parnell. Ellison Lavon Paxton. Skylar Joy Payne. Aurelia Grace Petey. Angel Perez. Isabella Michelle Flughout. Alan Panetta. Edgar Silvestre Pizzana. Michael Jared Pogue Jr. Mary Grace Elizabeth Prescott. Connor Paul Presley. Xander Aaron Prince. Rua Omar Karaki. Carson David Raby. Delilah Rose Ramirez. Jordan Denise Ray. Chance Douglas Reeves. Chloe Marcella Reeves. Rihanna Nicole Ratana. Eric Axel Reyes. Ashley Marie Reyna. Ethan Luke Richter. Christopher Aiden Roach. Jesus Robles. Jeremy John Rohena Melendez. Alyssa Janet Rojas. Alexander Lewis Rowland. Devlin Marshall Rucker. Corinna Marie Salgado. Teresa Maria Sanchez. Wesley Ryan Sanders. Emma Elizabeth Schooley. Abrielle Marie Schropp. Sean Austin Scroggins. Chelsea Nicole Serrato. Daniela Marie Serrato. Jose Antonio Serrano Sarabia. Colton Dwayne Shepard. Anderson James Shields. Yvonne Carlos Silva. Colin Anthony Sipple Zerke. Dylan Wade Smallwood. Chloe Nicole Smith. Drake Hunter Smith. Joseph Preston Smith. Brendan James Swordsby. Jonathan Soto. Tristan Xander Spiesky. Nicole Elizabeth Stanford. Jonathan Xander Cineground. Chloe Marie Taylor. Ava Victoria Teague. Presley Noel Thiessen. Hayden Olivia Tornbloom. Gabriela Torres Velasquez. Alexis Nicole Townsend. Olivia Joy Trotter. Godwin Uche Ugo Chukwu. Madison Ashley Vance. Ethan James Varon. Jacob Joseph Vermellen. Samantha Aaron Vermellen. Jacqueline Vidal. Chelsea Lee Vilka. Francesca Mia Vilka. Travis William Vinson. Connor Austin Volts. Adam Christian Voss. Harkirat Virach. Quentin Sean Warren. Caden Janae Washington. Kenley Paige Wheeler. Anastasia Eileen White. Gabriel Christian White. Coulter James Wilcox. Jordan Alexander Williams. Sean Omega Williams. Trayvon Christian Williams Beard. Wesley John Williams. Alice Rebecca Wilshire. Macy Rose Wilson. Kyle Raymond Wu. Omarion Zion Zeno. Aruna Zubiru.
Thank you. Yes. This is the hard. Okay. Don't look. Okay, got it. At the end of every year, the graduating class dedicates a gift to our principal as a token of appreciation for the countless hours she spends to ensure Lake Dallas High School is not just a place where we learn, but a place where we thrive. Miss Avellino, as representative of the senior class, I couldn't think of one way you've impacted us, but instead of the many ways you have. Because of this, we present you a gift basket that ranges from a letter of appreciation from a multitude of student organizations to a few inside jokes. As an English major yourself, a simple speech wouldn't be sufficient to describe the lasting influence you have left on our class. So instead, I wrote you an Elizabethan sonnet. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope Ms. Consilla does too, as this sonnet counted as my AP English final. Thank you. Although our time here has come to an end, we couldn't leave without sharing this first. A basket filled with items that we commend to say thanks as we prepare to disperse. You listened to our wild senior prank schemes, like letting chickens loose around the school. While extreme, you always support our dreams. Helping us thrive is your #1 rule. And seeing your smile at our events is something that we can always count on. We're so grateful you set this precedent for the next students to have when we're gone. No gifts or words express all that you do. Alas, here we are, eager to shake hands with you. Fellow classmates, please rise. Lake Dallas High School class of 2022, Please join me in turning your tassels. Congratulations, everyone. We did it. Please join me in singing our alma mater.